Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some really exciting things to go over. Some new leaked images have popped up for Pokemon Legends EA regarding a Mega Starter Pokemon. We have some Generation 10 rumors to go over, some Nintendo Direct leaks for this week. A lot of things to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's quickly go over a couple of brand new Pokemon events and announcements. The first one is regarding Pokemon TCG Pocket. So, two new events started on the 7th of September. So, we've got Cerebi tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, Pokemon TCG Pocket has begun a special week of event missions. Very, very easy to do. You basically just log in every single day. You can get up to like 70 odd pack hourglasses, which is very, very good. Basically a ton of free packs and also Shine Dust as well. Happy days. And as well as that, a new Wonder Pick sneak peek campaign has also begun another run. These both started on the 7th, they both end on the 14th in Pokemon TCG Pocket, but yeah, you just log in every day and you basically get pack hourglasses. And then the second event is this for Pokemon Sleep. We've got Cerebi tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the Pokemon Sleep Raikou, Entei, and Suicune research event is now rolling out globally. It runs from 4 AM local time to 3:59 AM local time on September the 22nd. So you've got now until the 22nd of September to grab the legendary beasts in Pokemon Sleep. But either way, those are some of the brand new Pokemon events and announcements. Moving on, let's go over some brand new Nintendo Direct leaks, which again, this is apparently happening this week. Remember, we have the Malamar trailer on Wednesday, and then on either the Thursday or the Friday, we are getting a massive Nintendo Direct. Pretty much confirmed now. It's like 99.9% confirmed. Switch Force has spoken about it. Nate the Hate spoken about it. Loads of other sources have spoken about it. Again, you don't know if they're just piggybacking on the kind of legitimate information that we know from certain leakers, but either way, a ton of people have now said it's going to be happening this week. Just don't know if it's Thursday or Friday. Apparently it's Friday, but again, it could be either of those days. Either way though, we have some more leaked information regarding that Nintendo Direct though. We've got Stealth here tweeting out saying, rumor, Switch Force, who of course was the person that originally broke this news, says the Nintendo Direct next week will have 3 games with a 7 in it. So 3 things are going to get revealed this week that have the number 7 in, I assume, the title. So Final Fantasy VII Integrate release date is an obvious prediction. So that's one of them, but then there's 2 other games as well with a 7 in it that could get revealed. We've got this pretty cool idea here from Curly Q saying there's 6 Paper Mario games plus Mario's 40th anniversary plus 5 years since last Paper Mario game, though I couldn't imagine them calling it Paper Mario 7, but we could be potentially seeing a Paper Mario 7 game coming out or getting announced this week. So that's that, and then we have a little bit more information to go over as well regarding this Nintendo Direct. So this was an update to that, so loads of people have been guessing and stuff, and then Switch Force basically says nobody has gotten the correct combination of games for his 7 clue yet. He also says Ace Attorney 7 will not be at the Nintendo Direct. So a lot of people thought that it was going to be Ace Attorney 7. Apparently that is not one of these games that is going to be part of this kind of trio of 7 games at the Nintendo Direct. So if you are an Ace Attorney fan, unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to have anything new to be shown during this Nintendo Direct. And we also have Stealth talking about this, which again is just a little bit of a prediction. We don't know, but I'm leaning towards Professor Layton and the New World Order of Steam being one of the 7 games, being the 7th game in the main series. It's a big Nintendo exclusive and hasn't been delayed out of 2025 yet. So this is potentially one of the new games that could get revealed this week, especially because it hasn't been delayed out of 2025 yet. But yeah, that's just kind of 3 games that we're going to be seeing at this Nintendo Direct. There's a ton of other things they're going to show as well. Like I say, the big game at the end is probably going to be Mario related because of the 40th anniversary, which I think is also this week, or at least it's very, very soon. The one that I'm honestly just not sure about is just Pokemon Legends EA, because we are getting the Mega Malamar trailer on Wednesday. Are they really going to drop another Mega Evolution like a couple days later or a day later? Probably not. But I don't know. It is literally coming out in a month, so maybe they want to show off a couple new Mega Evolutions. Maybe Legends EA is in this Nintendo Direct and they're just gonna show like new gameplay and stuff and not show a brand new Mega Evolution, which would be fine. But I feel like because Legends EA is such a big game for Nintendo this year, they're probably going to want to have it in the Nintendo Direct. Obviously, Metroid's going to be a big focus. That release date is going to drop and everything, but Legends EA is probably going to outsell Metroid, maybe. I don't really know, but I feel like it would. And then again, Metroid hasn't really had like a massive new game like that for a while, so maybe it won't. But either way, they are two big games, and I feel like Nintendo will want to include both of them. You've also got things like Colosseum, XD Gale of Darkness for the GameCube that also we are still waiting to get released, so that also may, shadow drop, this week. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, those are the kind of latest leaks for the Nintendo Direct. If we do get it, this is why I'm more inclined to believe it's going to get the Nintendo Direct on Friday as well, though, because obviously Wednesday, that time slot is going to be revealing Mega Malamar. So I don't think because they'll announce the Nintendo Direct for the following day, most likely, and I don't think they're going to announce that the same day as the Mega Malamar trailer. So I feel like we'll get Mega Malamar on Wednesday, and then the Direct announcement on the Thursday, and then the Direct on the Friday. That's my personal prediction, which I think makes the most sense, but we'll have to wait and see. But either way, those are the latest Nintendo Direct leaks for this week. Moving on, we have some more Nintendo Switch 2 updates to go over. This was posted by Nintendo Everything, saying Nintendo has now fixed another wave of Nintendo Switch 1 games for backwards compatibility on the Nintendo Switch 2. So another wave of Nintendo Switch 1 games have been fixed for backwards compatibility on the Switch 2. This ties in with the latest firmware update, version 20.4.0, which dropped for both systems this week. And while Nintendo didn't mention anything, several more titles now work properly. So if any of these are your favorite games and you are struggling to play it on the Switch 2, it is now been fixed. So Beat 'em Up Collection, Bright Memory Infinite Gold Edition, Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R, Killing Time Resurrected, Love Clear, Melty Blood Type Lumina, Monu, that's a really long title, but either way, Monu defeat monsters and gain strong weapons and armor, and then also Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX only applies to the Japanese version currently though, Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis Cloud, Powerful Pro Baseball 2024 to 2025, and then Tohu Artificial Dream in Arcadia. One game missing from the list is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Thankfully, the game itself works fine. However, Nintendo recently acknowledged that the game has audio issues when playing on the Nintendo Switch 2. We still think this will be fixed at some point, likely in a future update. So yeah, with these stability issues that they, or updates should I say, that they drop from time to time, they usually fix these backwards compatibility games as well, which for whatever reason they don't tell us about. People have to go out of their way to see what has been fixed and what hasn't been fixed, which is it's just annoying. Like, surely in the patch notes they would have this information, but they don't. It's really stupid in my opinion. But either way, those are a bunch of brand new, well, not brand new, but a bunch of games that are now even more so playable on the Nintendo Switch 2 than they were before. Moving on, let's take a look at a new Mega Evolution leak for Pokemon Legends ZA. This is regarding Mega Feraligatr. So this was, I think this was drawn by Ball Guy, and then it's been drawn kind of again by Icy Boy, but this is the Ball Guy image. This was taken from the kind of leaked Discord server, saying here is a drawing of the back of Mega Feraligatr from Ball Guy. So the description of Mega Feraligatr, I mean, we already had a description of it, but now we have more so of a description of it. So its claws become dark blue. So I guess you can see that from the claws here. So those are dark blue, although it does have a question mark next to it, but either way, apparently the claws do become dark blue. So instead of white, it now has dark blue claws. It becomes more muscular, so it's been to the gym, it's been pumping iron. Mega Feraligatr is going to be more muscly than just regular Feraligatr. The bottom of the red jaw cannot open, only the top can, which is interesting. I feel like, I don't know how that's going to look in-game. I feel like it might look a little bit silly, but either way, the bottom of the red jaw cannot open, only the top can. So the spikes on the mouth are his teeth, just hard to add depth. So the spikes on the mouth, so is it these kind of like pointy things coming out? Those are the teeth maybe? I assume so, because obviously he's just kind of drawn them outwards just because it's hard to add like depth and stuff if you're just drawing it from I don't know why he's done it from a bird's eye view, but I guess it's not really a bird's eye view because it's from the back and obviously the head's up. But yeah, this is, that's what it is. So the top of the head's gone up. It's not like from above, it's from behind, and the helmet's just kind of gone up. The red arm spikes on the back go over the shoulder, which obviously you can clearly see there. And then the head on the right is a direct trace. So the head, like I say, that you can see on the right, that is what the head looks like. So that's what Ball Guy has traced, but that is what Mega Feraligator's head is going to look like for Pokemon Legends ZA. Which again, the more I hear about this and the more I see about it, I feel like I like it less and less. I think Mega Feraligator is going to be very subpar, especially because everybody's picking it. Like, everybody's choosing Totodile, and when they find out Mega Feraligator isn't going to look that good, I feel like it will be a bit of a kick in the teeth to a lot of people. Whereas I think Mega Meganium looks great. That's not just because I'm picking it, but obviously that's also leaked. Looks really good. M-Ball hasn't leaked yet. That could end up looking the best out of all of them. And when these Mega Evolution designs fully do leak, like Mega Meganium did, people might be going for Tepig instead. And that's what I mean. That's why I get why people say like leaks and stuff are bad, but at the end of the day, you want to choose the starter Pokemon with the design you like the most. Like, you can choose Tepig, Totodile, Chikorita. You've only got them for like 10, 11 levels, whatever, until they evolve. Obviously, Totodile a little bit more into Croconaw, but you know what I mean? You've got the original starter for the least amount of time. You then have the second stage for another 20-odd levels, and then after that, you've got the final stage for the majority of the game. So that's the one that's going to matter the most. And if it's got a Mega Evolution that you just do not like, there's no point in going for it. It's just one of those things. That's how I see it anyway. But either way, that's what Mega Feraligator looks like from the back. And then Icy Boy, massive shout out to Icy Boy. They've been just on it with these Mega Evolution designs. So they've basically taken what Ball Guys said and designed it here. So this is the best kind of image we now have of Mega Feraligator. So Icy Boy saying, here's my redesigned take on Mega Feraligator based on the leak. So I don't vibe with the helmet, man. I think the rest of the body looks great. I think it looks fine. It's just the helmet, man. I feel like it needs spikes on it or something. It just doesn't look very menacing. You know, I feel like the body's gone for this really kind of monsterish sort of design, especially with it being more like muscular and everything like that. But then the head makes it look very cartoony and makes it look silly. You know, the drawing's incredible from Ice Boy. I'm not saying the drawing looks silly. I'm saying the idea of this helmet makes it look silly. I feel like if it just had spikes going on the back or something, it looks so much better. But I don't know. I just don't really vibe with that much. I don't think it looks great. The helmet ruins it, in my opinion. It really, really does. But obviously, it's going to be Water Dragon. We know that. But yeah, I don't know. But this is the most information we now have about Mega Feraligator. I'd say Feraligator is the one we know the most about that hasn't leaked yet. Because obviously we've had Starmie leaked, Dragalge leaked, Meganium leaked, stuff like that. But obviously Feraligator's actual image has not leaked yet, but we kind of know exactly what it looks like now. But yeah, this is basically your Mega Feraligator. Do you like it or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's not great in my opinion, but hey, maybe you guys love it. Everybody's opinion is valid, but that's what it looks like in Pokemon Legends EA. Finishing things off for today's video, we have a quick Generation 10 rumor to go over. This was posted on the 1st of September, so about a week ago now. It's titled Gaia, posted by and then was that like the infinity symbol or something? But either way, it's called Gaia, obviously the code name. Take it with a grain of salt. It was posted on 4chan, most likely fake. But to be fair, that being said, we're only like 5 or so months away from seeing Generation 10 revealed, so we might generally start getting some legitimate leaks about it. I mean, we already have had a couple. I mean, the only ones we've already had is like our archipelago of islands and stuff, and it's based on like Greece, but that's kind of it. Either way, let's take a look at this rumor. So take it with a grain of salt, but either way, Generation 10. So the starter Pokemon are a grass psychic wolf, a fire fairy frog, and a water ghost monkey. So a wolf, a frog, and a monkey. I mean, for me, I feel like the wolf is probably the better one there. Grass Psychic, though, very interesting typing. The mascot legendaries are a flying fairy griffin and a water dragon serpent, so kind of going into the sea and sky narrative that we do have for Generation 10 at the moment. The region is archipelago of many islands, an open world of sea adventure. Again, we know that. That isn't hard to kind of decipher now. We know that from the Terra League, which, again, I'm really looking forward to. I feel like if they do it like Wind Waker, where you can just open world explore. Obviously it has a story, but you've got like all these different islands. Some of them will have new Pokemon, some of them will have like old Pokemon. Some of the kind of environments will be different, like one island's very icy, one island's very volcanic and stuff. I think that would be perfect. I also really like the idea of the rumors that we've covered where like one island is based on Kanto, one is based on Johto. I think that would be really cool as well, but either way, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But as long as you can kind of open world explore and go wherever you want, that's what I want for this, which I think will be the case, but we'll obviously have to wait and see. You can ride many species of Pokemon in the sea. For example, you can take a regional form of Lapras, which is Water Fairy, a Lantern evolution for diving, a normal flying Pegasus, you can fly in the skies, smash the rocks with a fighting Cyclops, climbing with an Ariados evolution, a regional ghost rock form of Go-Goat, which you can ride on the land. And then the battle system has changed drastically. So I don't know if that means that they'll be keeping the battle system from Legends EA or they're just making it turn-based again. That's the one thing we really don't know what they're going to do. Like, we know that Champions is the new competitive format, and so does that mean that they're going to keep real-time? I don't know. I feel like, obviously I haven't played real-time yet. I haven't played the demo for Legends EA. It's got very good kind of reviews and stuff so far, but obviously when the game drops, I feel like people will really know if they like it or not. But yeah, it'd be interesting if they go with that for Gen 10, because Gen 10 will have online and stuff like battles and everything, and I know we have that for Legends EA, but it's kind of like a mini game sort of thing, whereas Generation 10 would be actual online battles. So to have that as real time, I think I want that. You know, I think we've already got the kind of turn-based for competitive, but I don't think they'll ever go away from that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, that's the latest Generation 10 rumor. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it is true or not? I like the starter ideas, but yeah, I think it's just fake. But either way, that's that. Let me know your thoughts on the Mega for Alligator image as well. Remember, this is an actual, that is the head there on the right of the image. That is what he's traced it off, but that is what the head looks like, which is why we know it's got no spikes and stuff, because there's no spikes on that image. And then yeah, what are your thoughts on everything else, all the Nintendo stuff? What do you think is going to get revealed in the Nintendo Direct this week? Of course, we will be streaming it, as well as the Malamar trailer when they do drop this week. So an exciting week ahead of us, very, very exciting. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. It does really help out the video, the channel, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.